Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the Sawalha-Adderleys.
Good evening.
Good evening. As you know, we have a very close eye on the Gaza crisis. We've been talking about, promoting, publicizing, sharing updates from the Gaza SUMUD flotilla, who are currently, or were currently in port at Tunisia. And the news is just breaking that the lead ship, the family ship, if you like, it's referred to as the family ship, which actually contains all of the original crew from the Madeleine. So that includes Greta Thunberg, Yasmin, who you're about to see in a moment. What's his name? I can never remember his name. Tiaville, is it? And basically all of the familiar faces from the original, the kind of the poster boys and girls, if you like, of the previous flotillas. Tiago, is it?
Tiago, that's it.
So it looks like, and obviously, again, it's always the fog of war, isn't it? So nothing's ever, it's not like Israel's going to say, yeah, it was us. They're not going to say it was us, but let's assume that a flotilla of over a dozen ships heading towards Gaza, in port in Tunisia, gaining ships as it goes along, gaining popularity, gaining support, and gaining a much bigger, I think, profile and attention, even than necessarily the previous two individual boats that went.
I'm just checking for news.
Yeah, we're checking for news coming in. And it looks like a bomb has landed on the ship, Greta Thunberg's ship.
And we have actually got the live here.
Well, we'll move through them. The first thing we saw, the first thing we got a notification of this, or gave us a notification of this, sorry, it's late, was Yasmin, from the boat. I'm going to play you this clip, and then we're going to go to the clip of Yusuf Omar, who was going live, and his plea. We've got some very dodgy footage from afar of the ship. On fire, and then we've got some POV footage on the actual boat when the impact happened. So just check. So that was
actually Yasmin here. The family boat has been officially attacked. A drone came right above it, released a bomb, and it exploded, and the boat was on fire. Everyone on that boat is okay. The fire is out, but I want to tell you that this boat was the boat that every person from the Madeleine, the old Madeleine crew, was on, which is Greta, me, Tiago, Schweib, and so many more amazing people. They have bombed a boat once again with civilians on it in Tunisian territory.
Unbelievable.
This is an attack against Gaza because they don't want us there. So we need you to mobilize. Let's not stay quiet.
They're in a state of shock. So as ABC Storytime English says, Israel is breaking every conceivable moral international law and standard for decency known to man. Now, as someone else said on the Instagram Live, if Israel has telegraphed to the world its right to self-defense, so much self-defense it's entitled, in its opinion, to commit a genocide in Gaza and annex the West Bank, that's a curious kind of self-defense. Is Tunisia, if this is a bombing in territorial Tunisian waters, that is an attack on basically another country.
But they can attack whoever they want, and no one has the right to self-defense.
Yes.
No one.
So if Tunisia saw fit to attack back, shoot down a drone, fire something back, what are they actually terrorists now? This is we're in international waters. I don't even think we're in Tunisian waters. So that was Yasmin. We're going to go to, this was Yusuf, who was live and was putting out an appeal for people to.
And interestingly, we were looking around and he'd just come on again saying, has anybody screen recorded the live? Because it disappeared, didn't it? And then thankfully somebody came on.
Anyone get a recording of the live stream that I was doing on Instagram immediately as the ball of flames was in the sky? I was live on Instagram. That video has been removed It is no longer on any Meta platform. I can't find it anywhere. I didn't remove it. I didn't delete it. Does anyone have a recording from the moment that the explosion happened? Please let me know.
I don't necessarily think this is the same piece of footage he was referring to. What we're about to now show you. This
on the boat.
Yeah, I think
it is.
Is it? This is
his voice.
Yeah, it might be his voice, but he said you could see the plume, the big plume of smoke when it hit. I think it might be a different.
Well, no. Appears to be a drone and the vessel's on fire. There's a fire in the front deck.
Obviously, the person started recording at some point.
We've been hit. Where's the fire extinguisher? Where's the fire extinguisher?
Jesus.
We have been hit. The vessel is on fire. We are off the coast of Tunis. It was a loud explosion. I was on the top deck. The police are arriving. Paddy, it was a massive explosion.
I'm going to show you this. It's very out of focus, but it was late at night, and this is from an account called Palace. I can't remember. Pal of Palestine. Or I mean, that marries the geography of what. So this is beyond
I've got another
shocking.
one here.
This is beyond shocking. Just send me the link to WhatsApp and then I'll rip it.
And there's another one.
So, I mean, it's so shocking. I'm going to play Francesca Albanese now, who herself was expressing her concern for the entire flotilla. And I think, to be honest with you, we've been expressing our concern because of the size of this flotilla, because of the nature, the makeup of some of the personnel. That, you know, Mohammed's father, you know, there are people who are, can you believe it? Because they're Palestinian, are infinitely more vulnerable to Ben Gvir's rabid excitement at throwing everyone into terrorist cells. You've also got Greta Thunberg, and we also know, you know, that all of those that were on the Madeleine and the other flotillas, the Israelis already threatened them or said to them, you need to promise us that you will not come back into the country for 100 years. So, you know, there's going to be,
well,
like, you know,
they were taken hostage into the country.
Absolutely.
That's the mad. Let's never forget that. They were in international waters. They were taken hostage by the IOF to Israel.
Yeah.
They weren't heading for Israel.
No, they were then accused of illegally
and then they were
entering
accused
Israel.
of illegally. Some of them were beaten up.
We were illegally dragged into Israel.
Good God.
Yeah. Sophia B makes a good point. A preemptive strike. It's as if Israel are worried about the power of this peaceful mission and the global support. You're right. And I've got this horrible feeling that literally it's a nautical term to scupper. My worry has always been that they're going to try and scupper the sheer number of boats coming, pick them off one by one in some kind of, you know, in this sort of way. But let's have a listen to Francesca Albanese.
Tunisia. These are Tunisian waters, and if it's confirmed that a drone attacked the family, the first boat of this flotilla, well, there has been an attack on Tunisia. When will we end to normalize the brutalization of every norm that we have set in the past 8 years to be safer? And again, as the captain said, who's scared of a boat, of boats that are just carrying humanity? And this is why I've said from the beginning, this is the responsibility of member states to break the siege, and it should be them sending navies instead of putting, with their lack of action, the safety and security of ordinary citizens at risk. If something happens to these people, and these people will live and they will continue to stand for humanity, but it will be each and every government of these peoples responsible for their fate.
And listen, guys, right now, it's really important for the algorithm. You heard Yusuf say that all evidence of his live went missing on Meta. Now, what we need you to do now is hit the like button, share this, share, go on Instagram, screen record some of these recordings, especially screen record the moment where Yusuf was on that live, going down the stairwell, running around, screaming for the fire extinguisher, the clip with Yasmin. screen record all of this, share it, and if you follow, and if you do, basically, if you do anything positive with any content you see, whether it be ours, whether it be theirs, it pushes algorithmically against social media platforms and prevents them from being able to actually quash stuff. Bear this in mind, and this is a difficult one. Netanyahu's government struck a $45 million deal with YouTube and Google. And that deal is a transactional deal that, you know, anyone can, you know, all advertising agencies basically strike those deals with YouTube, and then they put adverts on. Lots of you have commented in some of our previous content. There have been adverts put there by the Israeli government to claim that there is food, there isn't a starvation, there isn't a famine, etc., etc. So even this platform that we're very sort of, you know, loyal to, and we like and we use, and is incredibly useful for getting the message out there, even this platform may well, you know, you don't know, you just don't know what could happen, do you? Where content could go. I just want to say, how, Sarah McKeown, how the hell is this being allowed in another country? Surely countries can't go around blowing up things in other countries.
But this is it, isn't it? Don't forget, this was hardly reported 2 weeks ago. They murdered the president of the Houthi, Yemen, and the entire government
and his cabinet,
just like that.
Wasn't
hardly reported.
And the weird thing about
they hit embassies in other countries.
And the weird thing about it, let me just explain where there's such an imbalance and such a sort of free ticket is being afforded to Israel. Anyone else pushes back against the bully tactics of Israel, you're classed as a terrorist, or your government and all your personnel is a viable target to be wiped out and destroyed. It's astonishing. Israel is allowed to kill as many people, as many innocent people as possible, with the highest civilian collateral damage count of any conflict in recent history. But if anyone else does anything else at all, in any way, shape or form that's defensive or looking after themselves, or dare I say, a response, God, what an awful thing to do. A response.
Another camera.
Then, you know, they literally attack and they literally destroy. I'm just going to pull up the, I've also got the one that you just sent. This is the Middle East Eye footage.
Guys, we have been attacked in what appears to be a drone attack. The vessel is on fire. I repeat, the vessel is on fire. We are on the family boat at about 11:30 p.m. A loud explosion came. The boat is on fire.
These are peaceful humanitarians, for God's sake.
I'm with Bianca, she's on the deck. We've got, Paddy is still on the boat.
Paddy's still on the boat. God almighty.
You know, I mean, so this is really concerning. I'm just going to send this clip here because this is further footage, close-up footage.
This is a security. So this is a security camera from the family vessel. So, number one, sound of something that the crew identified as a drone. Number two, crews sound the alarm and cause for explosion. 3, explosion. Draw your conclusions, it says.
Okay, have a watch.
This was 4 minutes ago. Francesca Albanese.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
So, why did you?
I didn't send you that.
That's what I've just clicked
I did not
on.
send you that.
That's what I've just
Yeah,
ripped.
but sometimes that happens, doesn't it? I'll send it to you again.
Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, well, there you go. There's a little chuckly, a chuckly laugh there for you. Oh, I can't. Hang on. Can you talk and I'll grab it?
Yes. So this is Francesca Albanese that's just posted this 6 minutes ago. Have we had update to find the family boat carries the original? I bet I know who's going to investigate this.
Anyway.
Guess who was going to make very serious investigations into this?
Of what?
Into this occurrence. Who do you think will be tasked with investigating it?
Israel.
Yeah,
of course.
Well, you any minute now we'll hear about.
No, but what I think, what I think should happen is that the Tunisians should be allowed to investigate. I mean, Christ Almighty, you're not allowed to investigate even on your own territory. It's quite something, isn't it? Sorry, the only reason I'm laughing is that clip
Don't. Mark, don't.
Oh dear.
Don't. You can't.
No, I know.
That's a big mistake.
No, I know. I know. Okay, let's check this out. Keep watching. You can hear the drone.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, here we go. Better.
Okay. So
There's all smoke. The fear, because of course, you know, what we mustn't forget here is that previous boats, the flotillas, they have boarded, haven't they, the IF, and just shot people dead.
well, in 2010,
So
the
they will
Turkish-
have not known what the hell could possibly happen.
If I'm brutally honest, I don't want to. It's really tricky to talk about this because you don't want to be someone who's kind of just telegraphing the day. I think everyone who's gone on this mission knows the dangers.
Oh yeah, they talked about that.
Yeah.
They said that they are told that you're risking your life to do
and
it.
I think because
They
of
know
the
that.
size of this flotilla is even more vulnerable, I would argue, than the Turkish boat on which 12 humanitarians were killed by the IDF. And that was a boat. And I think the reason that this flotilla presents such a dangerous sort of prospect for all of the crew members, but also for Israel, and is really an effective tool to embarrass and humiliate Western governments who have done nothing. As Francesca Albanese said there, that, you know, the fact that these boats are on the water demonstrates a total fucking failure of governmental action or bravery or you know, or an ability to just push back against Israel's aggression. But I've got this horrible feeling that the Israelis are going to take a much more kind of brutal response to all of them. And I think we've seen it with this tonight. There's no way on earth that impact, they had any way of not knowing that could kill, someone.
Yeah, they would have. Yeah, they would have been as terrified as if somebody was holding a gun to their head.
Absolutely. I'm just getting Greta Thunberg's clip. That's just coming in now. So bear with us. We're just kind of pulling clips in as they land across. We're doing for you what you don't have to do on your Instagram accounts yourself. Here's Greta.
But share as much as you can.
I'm currently in the port in Tunis where our boat carrying humanitarian aid was just bombed. This boat was on a humanitarian mission to Gaza among dozens of other boats to attempt to break Israel's illegal and inhumane siege. It was the boat that me and my friends were on, not at that very moment when it got bombed and caused an explosion, but people were on the boat. It was bombed in Tunisian territory in the port. This is yet another attack preventing us reaching Gaza and breaking the siege and silencing those standing in solidarity with Palestine. We need to keep the focus on Gaza. We need to keep all eyes on Gaza and the genocide. This is not going to stop our fight standing in solidarity with Palestinians, not the least.
And you know, and as she says, keep all eyes on Gaza. You know, whilst I'm looking for what's happening, the most horrific videos are coming up of what's going on right now in Gaza.
Yes.
And you know, the settlers have just set on fire this massive nursery, fire everywhere. I've just seen a building blown up. A little boy of about 5 years old running down the steps, a broken body right there on the stairs as he's running past, so disoriented. That could be his mother, for all I know. You know, it is relentless. And vile Netanyahu today, a couple of hours ago, did another one of his vile speeches where he talked about how we've only just begun and we will bring the towers down. People have been given minutes to get out of their building. It's just an absolute horror story. And they're doing it with such impunity that they wouldn't think twice. Of course, they're going to deny this is them, but I think we can all have very strong opinion that this is them that has done this. And again, with impunity, doesn't matter. It's Tunisia. Doesn't matter at all. They can do whatever the hell they like.
Exactly. And for anyone who's just joining now, I'm going to just show you the very short clips that demonstrate what's happened. The lead boat, or the family boat as it's referred to, consisting of most of the members, if not all of the members of the Madeleines, that includes Greta, Tivale, and Yasmin, and many others. That boat has been bombed. It's suspected that it's an Israeli drone or an Israeli bomb. So I'm just going to show you those clips again for anyone who's just joined the live now.
Guys, we have been attacked in what appears to be a drone attack. The vessel is on fire. I repeat, the vessel is on fire. We were on the family boat at about 11:30 p.m. A loud explosion came. The boat is on fire. I'm with Bianca, she's on the deck. We've got Paddy is still on the boat.
Have we heard? Oh, go to Greg. Check Greg. Check
yeah.
Greg's. I'm just going to show you this clip. This footage again is Yusuf's. Again, sorry for those who've been on the live. They do this on Sky News a lot, don't they? They repeat the footage. But this is just because this is coming. There's lots of this coming off social media, and the reason we're going to do this like Sky does it is because at the moment Sky, the BBC, and none of the mainstream media are covering this.
So please share, hit the subscribe button, guys, and share these videos.
I'm just literally, I just want to update the, I'm just updating the Guardian. I thought of all the mainstream papers, that's the only one that does tend to step near this at the right time. This is the footage that Yusuf was shooting whilst he was live.
It's not as hard. Oh my God.
Clip again, fucking hell, sorry.
Why do you keep something happening,
Why is that here? That's just awful. It's just Al Jazeera is the only channel.
Fire! Alive! We've been hit! We've been hit! We've been hit!
And it's like, who is it who says this? Reem AW, and then they whine that people hate them. Do you know
they
what?
Want people to...
they want them. Nadia was saying this is part of their strategy. They want everyone to hate them so they can fucking blow everyone up. You know what?
In my opinion.
Do you know what? Israel, as in the, I mean, I've always kind of used the caveat, and I will continue to use the caveat for the diminishing number of Israelis that are against all of this. And because I'm not referring to the many people who want the hostages out but don't give a flying monkey's jollop about what happens to the Palestinians. That's my point. You've got a lot of people who want it to stop, but they don't want it to stop for the Palestinians. They just want it to stop for the Israelis. So, you know, when I sort of talk about Israel, I do talk about Israel sort of en masse now, because if you want to understand why you're so not liked, it's because your behavior is so abhorrent and your treatment of your neighbors is so apartheid.
They're not neighbours. They're just savages, aren't they, Mark?
Exactly.
They're not human beings.
Exactly. And it's interesting. Someone said, I heard someone say earlier today something along the lines of, when we talk about Israel or our friends in the region, until we had Israel in the region, we didn't have any enemies.
Yep. Curious
that, isn't it? For those of you who have just joined us, I'm going to play Francesca Albanese again. It's a very good clip.
Safety and security of ordinary citizens at risk. This is, if something happens to these people, and these people will live and they will continue to stand for humanity, but it will be each and every government of these peoples responsible for their fate.
I'm just pulling that down. I'm just popping up the Gaza. This is the alert that was put out
they're
online.
Live. Hang on.
They're live. They're live
on global.
Hold it up.
This is live now on the port. I don't know what they're saying. Better be careful.
Yeah, I'm just
no idea what they're saying.
I just want to pull this image up because this statement's just been released as well. This is the Gaza SUMUD. It's just coming up. Flotilla. Global SUMUD flotilla confirms drone strike on one of the mission boats. for immediate press release. The Global SUMUD Flotilla confirms that one of the main boats, known as the Family Boat, that was carrying the steering committee members, was struck by a drone in Tunisian waters. The boat is sailing under the Portuguese flag, and all 6 passengers and crew are safe. Fire damage was caused to the main deck and below deck storage. An investigation is currently underway, and when more information is available, it will be released immediately. Acts of aggression aimed at intimidating and derailing our mission will not deter us. Our peaceful mission to break the siege on Gaza and stand in solidarity with its people continues with determination and resolve.
Don't know if you want this. This was live. It's now uploaded from Global SUMUD.
Yeah.
For some of these guys, we're not actually going to know what they're saying until we're playing it out.
The other point, yes, if anyone goes onto my Instagram, you'll have seen me having an absolute fucking fit about David Lammy. Shortly before him leaving, David Lammy is the Foreign Secretary of this country. You're not going to believe
this. Just wait for this.
So just before, get this, just before, in 4 or 5 days before he left his post as Foreign Secretary, and if you go to his X account, right at the top of it, his pinned statement is, what a brilliant job he's done for the last year as Foreign Secretary.
If you can believe
if you can believe
that.
it. He's talking, he's full of self-preening joy and sort of cheap blowing kind of buffoonery kind of, oh, we're just so wonderful, brilliant. Anyway, he wrote a letter last week in response to an inquiry regarding the government's intelligence on the Israeli actions in Gaza. It was relating to the F-35 parts and the F-35 planes. But David Lammy specifically stated, and let me actually find the quote. He stated in this letter that Israel is not committing a genocide. I just wanted to share this with you because I just wanted to share with you the extent to which there is a total dissonance between what we feel, what activists are feeling, what many countries like Ireland and Spain and Portugal and very numerous countries are kind of understand and can see what's going on here. Most genocide scholars and experts and Holocaust museums across the world have all declared this to be a genocide. We can't all sit there waiting for the ICJ to come up with its definition, and as if that's the only litmus test. It's not going to happen until 2027, by which time there will be no Palestinians in Gaza and no Palestinians in the West Bank at this rate. The letter said, as you can imagine him saying it in his incredibly pompous, self-regarding, supercilious way. I couldn't bear him when he was a presenter on LBC. As per a sort of manufactured, sort of uppity kind of, oh yes, listen to me. As per the Genocide Convention, the crime of genocide occurs only when there is specific intent to destroy, in whole or in part, a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group. The government has not concluded that Israel is acting with that intent. The weirdest part about that is when he describes what the Genocide Convention terms are for the crime of genocide, he's actually described a really PG certificate version of what Israel's done. I mean, when you read it, you think, oh my God, that's genocide light. I'm not making light of it. That's genocide. That's diet genocide. That's not what's actually going on. Double tap killings, 335 bullets to kill a 6-year-old girl, World Health Kitchen or whatever, World Food, all the chefs killed, the 15 paramedics killed, the 226 journalists killed, the countless children killed queuing for water, the poisoning of wells, the destruction of olive groves, the removal of places of worship and learning. I'm sorry, intent to destroy in whole or in part. And the thing is, Israel haven't done any of it in part.
They've done, but the other thing is, they've told it, they've said it. We've got them recorded saying it proudly wherever they go.
I know.
It's not like there's been a cover up. They don't even have to lift the cover off.
No,
there's no cover up.
No. Did you send another clip?
No, I was just listening to it. It wasn't. It's what we knew. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I should show the man falling again. Should I or not? Oh, hang on. Here we've been 6 minutes ago. We have. Oh, I think this might be, I think I might have another clip from Yusuf. Just one sec. Why do I keep being logged out of this? It's so annoying. Just bear with us.
Do you want me to get it?
Can you just sort of fill?
Oh my God. Sorry, it's just the unbelievable videos coming in the whole time on Gaza. It's just fucking horrendous. Oh, here we go. What's this? 8 minutes ago.
Just maybe read a few comments out.
Israel, here, let me play out this. Here's one.
No. I'm just about to, I'm just ripping one at the moment.
So let me read your comments, guys. There's this one as well if you want it. So, I have to get in here. Sam, and did you know Palestine doesn't have a consular service, but every other country in the world does? Well, they are so brutally, unfairly treated. Though interestingly, the president, is it Prime Minister or President of Palestine, arrived today at 10 Downing Street, didn't he? Ahead of the Israeli president.
Yes,
which
so
we were a bit
Mahmoud Abbas.
Mahmoud Abbas has arrived tonight.
He walked into 10 Downing Street about an hour ago. It was really late.
Yeah, it was odd, wasn't it? We can't quite work that out because the Israeli Prime Minister is due tomorrow, isn't he? He's coming in tomorrow.
Yes, Israeli president, isn't he? Is he the president? Yeah.
Actually, tomorrow at 6 o'clock there is a meet, I think, outside Downing Street to
protest his arrival. Yeah. This has just been posted by Yusuf. I don't know if it's a repeat of any of the footage, but I'm just going to play this.
We've been hit. We've been hit. We're on the flotilla vessel off the coast of. Should we get in the water? We were in the flotilla vessel. We're in the flotilla vessel. We've been hit by what appears to be a drone. The vessel is on fire. We are off the coast of Tunis. I repeat, the vessel is on fire. We've been hit. It landed meters away from me. I was asleep on the front of the vessel.
Oh my God.
Our vessel is on fire. We have been hit by what appears to be a drone. We are on the flotilla off the coast of Tunis. We just got hit. The vessel is on fire. Our vessel is on fire. We've been hit by what appears to be a drone. We've been hit by what appears to be a drone. We are on the flotilla vessel off the coast of Tunis. We are on the flotilla vessel off the coast of Tunis. We've been hit.
And the reason, just to clarify, the reason he's repeating this, obviously he's in shock, but the other reason to repeat this is so that there's absolute clarity on the set of circumstances for any future potential international war crime or international court situation. If, say, and I'm not confident this will happen, this all gets to The Hague one day, this kind of material, you need to say where you are, who you are, what's going on, where you were, why it's happening, when it's happened, where it's happened. You want to be giving as much information as possible. So it's a bit like kind of imprinting, and you used to do it when you used to actually file rushes in as a news reporter. You would print onto the tape, you would record onto the tape in voice all of the aspects of time recorded, time posted, person being sent to, length of recording, your geography and all that kind of stuff. So it is both panic and fear, but it is also actually serving a purpose of giving information for any later possible kind of prosecution.
Are we abandoning ship? I don't know. Bring this on. It was a massive explosion, a massive explosion. Just meters away, we've been hit by what appears to be a drone. The vessel is on. Captain! I'm here! We've been hit by what appears to be a drone. The vessel's on fire. There's a fire in the front deck. We've been hit.
This is where we pick it up. Oh, that's good. So we've got the full live now.
Where's the fire extinguisher? Where's the fire extinguisher? We have been hit. The vessel is on fire. We are off the coast of Tunis. It was a loud explosion. I was on the top deck. The police are arriving.
So one day in a court, they may be using that tape and all of his statements to prove what was going on. I just saw someone say, Lucy King, will foreign governments finally get involved? Well, I promise you one thing. As fast as shit off a shovel was every Western leader today about the Jerusalem bus shootings, which is right for any atrocity against civilians.
Human beings.
Human beings. But boy, oh boy, let's see how slovenly and how slow they are to get to the fucking microphones or to issue fucking statements or press releases about this. They will be slow. They will be leaden. You know, you're right. And it's important that we draw those parallels. And I wish there were some fucking journalists who would fucking hold a torch to the feet of these absolute spineless, hopeless bastards who are in charge, these government leaders, because what they need is someone to go up to them and go, why aren't you commenting on these events as quickly or in the same way as you did the Jerusalem bus shooting?
It's the easiest journalistic question. It's the most obvious journalistic question, isn't it?
Oh, it's so obvious. It's ridiculous. Okay, guys. Well, look, there you go. We've delivered you as many of the kind of up to the minute clips that have come through. That live with Yusuf obviously was really key. Well done to whoever found it. He's claiming and saying, Yusuf, that a lot of that footage has disappeared off Meta, various platforms. So I would really recommend, if you have a following, or if you want to store it on your phone, if you want to be able to show it to someone who might be interested or sympathetic, screen record these moments. Or
still needs to be convinced. That's who we want to reach, isn't it? People that are not aware of just how horrific what's going on in not just in Gaza, wherever Israel is not happy.
I'm just checking
wherever there's bad behavior.
Just checking the Guardian to see if on their Middle East page even. So I'm literally, so it's not on their front page at all. I'm just going to Middle East and North Africa. No, the top headline there is Netanyahu says, you saw his speech, leave now. Netanyahu tells Gaza City residents as he says Israeli forces readying for ground maneuver. Hang on a minute. I thought Donald Trump said that Israel had agreed to the ceasefire terms, and Hamas had too.
Yeah.
So everyone's agreed to the ceasefire terms, but Netanyahu's still sending the troops in.
Because Netanyahu has to keep it going.
Yeah. There's nothing at all on the Guardian's Middle East.
Horrible attacks by the settlers day in, right through the night. They love attacking at night with the backup of IOF.
I saw that clip, GAZA, Breck, FFS. They are a cult. I watched a clip about settlers' kids. It was scary. They are like little animals. It's like the hills have eyes. It really is. And
the way the young boys spit in the faces of old women,
and you see
hit old women,
and you can see that the Palestinians have to restrain themselves. Because
they're not. They know there's no choice. You're going to get dragged off to prison. Even if you get shot, you get taken to prison. If you haven't watched The Settlers yet by Louis Theroux, please watch it, guys.
I tell you what's remarkable. Here's the thing. The fact that this news story is broken tonight and we're only getting it through the social media accounts of those who've been impacted is proof that not a single mainstream media outlet has sent someone with the flotilla. No one's embedded. No one's been sent. That's staggering. So not even the Guardian, they haven't got, even on a support ship, has not even a media. I mean, when you do stories around the world, you'll have media pens, you'll have media buses, you'll be put on, but so the media hasn't pulled for a boat even to run alongside them until it gets a bit dangerous to just cover it. That is staggering that there is no media coverage. Staggering. Al Jazeera are there, Kelly Maguire. Al Jazeera, that doesn't surprise me. Middle East Eye may well have someone in there too. And, it's just, but none of our mainstream media, none of the Western mainstream
Nobody got a nose for a story.
It's funny that, isn't it? Because believe me, Israel always delivers a story. You should always be there.
The biggest story ever. So everything is like a movie.
Yeah, generally they kill innocent people, which usually news editors say, if it bleeds, it leads. Gross hypocrisy going on here, even with news outlets in their own terms of what makes a so-called good story. Okay, guys. Well, we're gonna head off now, but we'll see you in the morning.
Please hit the subscribe button because that helps these videos get out further. So we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And thank you for being with us late. It's late.
Yeah,
it's late.
yeah. Take care, guys.
Night,
Take
guys.
care. We'll keep
Night.
following the story. Promise you.